How you doing? Yeah, nice one. My name's Colin. I am part of the Danger Club podcast. I play Bubba in these particular episodes, and we just want to say thank you for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Bit of an old school intro. This, yeah, it's like the old days, isn't it? Do you remember the old days? Episode 1 to 10, where we just did intros like this. Look, listen. Thank you so much for listening. It's been great. It's not been great. We're not ending the podcast. This isn't a message saying this is the end, all right? This is just the beginning. If you do like us, go on social media and you know, tell people about us. Go and tell your friends as well. Like, just, you know, if you're sitting next to someone right now, turn around to them and say, excuse me, but the Danger Club podcast is really good. Maybe you're on the tube in London. Maybe you're, I don't know, on a plane or something. And turn around and just say, hey, listen, I'm listening to this podcast. It's great. And spread the words. They might not like it, but, you know, we will appreciate you. And if you really like us, you can go to our Patreon and you can subscribe to our Patreon, and you can like pay a little bit of money and you get loads of rewards on there. Loads of people are doing it. Loads of people are loving the other shows that we're making. So we really appreciate you too. So yeah, you can do that if you want. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? If you join the Patreon, oh my goodness, that really helps this podcast not only to keep going, but to grow. So appreciate everyone that's done that. And if you just want to listen, we get it. Do you know what I mean? We get it. We love you too. All right. Enjoy this episode.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Behold the saviors of your city.
Why don't we just go to like a bar and
just
hang
go
out?
down there and hang out.
Because I'm the king.
Master Alchemist Borum, request your presence.
Welcome, heroes of Neptune. Be one of our allies against the Whispering Titan.
I wish to offer you a banquet in your honor. Your choice of rewards from the city's treasure vault.
You have failed me once again, assistant. The adventure continues now.
This is rolling.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Hooray!
Boots and cats and boots and cats.
Drummond.
Drummond. I was going to freestyle then.
Well, sorry. I mean, that's my name. Yes. Hi.
Drummond, you brought us some beers for this record. You handed out a few beers
Yeah,
for
he
us to
sold
enjoy.
out. Yeah, he sold out to the big corporate.
The big corporate brewers.
Brewers.
Yeah.
On that
Ross
note,
had one sip.
on that note, any big corporate brewers that would like us to sell out to them, we will 100%
Definitely. That includes you, brew dog.
Hey!
Drummond's brought us. The main thing I wanted to point out is Drummond brought us these beers. I've given it a taste, and it is the strongest beer.
They're like 7.6.
It's
6.5, yeah.
6.5.
They're like 9.7.
I can't believe these beers are 12.8.
Like
It's called
50%.
Elvis. It's called Elvis.
Yeah, you know what
Elvis
happened to
juice.
Elvis?
Lots of
You
people
know
have
what happened to Elvis?
Died on the toilet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's got-
So I want to go.
You want to go, is it?
On the shitter.
And it's got grapefruit in it as well, right? So it's a grapefruit, 6% grapefruit. Isn't like the
Don't
entire
drink it
point
if
of
you're pregnant.
grapefruit is it makes like drugs go into your system quicker. Like that's why you can't have it if you're having certain medications.
Really?
Like it's really dangerous to have grapefruit if you're on certain
Is it really?
medications. Yeah.
It's also one of the best breakfast foods you can eat.
It is.
It's
I
shit,
really.
that is shit, isn't
And
it?
I tell you,
Fuck
Waitrose
that. Why
do an
would you-
amazing grapefruit squash that doesn't have any sweeteners in, which is great because I fucking hate sweeteners.
Oh,
Sweeteners are bad.
Get out of here, sweeteners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate
Grapefruit is
sweetness
sweet
too.
enough.
Sweetener. Like, the thing is, I would rather my children or myself or anyone really had real sugar. Now, I know sugar is demonized, bad person, but, you know, if you don't have too much, I think it's better than having fucking sweeteners. Like, I don't agree with them.
Do you know, it's the only thing that we crave. When we are first born, we all crave sugar. It's the only thing that babies crave. Unless you
not
are
true.
born like addicted or something like that. But it's true. Honestly,
Not
all
true.
babies
I
are...
crave vengeance.
That's true. We all crave
Lives.
sugar.
Sweetness, but
All humans crave sugar. It goes back to like just the way that we used to eat sugar when we were like cave people, or even like.
But like, we wouldn't have come
further before
across
that.
sugar when we were a cave people.
But that's the thing. If we did, we would eat lots and lots and lots of it. And that's why even today, when we've had a big meal there's still room for dessert.
It's not. It goes in a different
Because
tummy, Colin.
Part of our brain says that sugar is good. We need that.
It's true.
energy.
Like always, like at end of like a Christmas dinner or a Sunday roast something, and I'm like full.
No way.
I am fucking full, and then 2 seconds later, it's like, I can eat so sweet.
Ice cream.
Every time, man.
Oh my god! So I got back from Rome 4 days ago. 4 days in Rome, and we were having like Italian meals every fucking meal. We were like, let's just do it once as like a fun thing. We did it every meal, like 4 or 5 courses, and every time I'm like, oh, I'm dead. I can't do it. I am going to have a whole tiramisu to myself, though. That's,
Oh, there's a Nutella pizza.
Yeah.
Oh,
why aren't I sleeping? It's 4 days later. My body is only just about resetting from the amount of sugar and carbs.
On the sugar thing, isn't that why chocolate and certain ice creams and certain other things that contain sugars and fats such an insane revelation to the animal kingdom, because there is nowhere in the natural world that fats and sugars occur together in the same place. So getting one food item that does them both is just like a ding 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 to certain brains, probably including ours actually.
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Go eat some chocolate, Dangerlings. Go and eat some.
But don't give it to dogs.
No.
Yeah, I mean, there was on over Christmas, we had a family party and some Maltesers went on the floor. There were dogs around. One of the dogs ate quite a lot of Maltesers.
Oh, they love Maltesers. Dogs.
And
How loose are you with your Maltesers? How many Maltesers went on the floor?
I don't know, like 10 to 12.
Jesus Christ, you don't deserve the Maltesers.
It was the children.
That's not a minor accident.
Yeah. The children. The tiny children-y fingers.
They didn't know what they were doing. They left the Maltesers on the floor, and now Christmas will never come ever again.
Was the dog okay?
The dog was okay.
Yeah.
Yep, just in case you're worrying. It puked up a lot.
It can make them really sick, more than that,
but it didn't die. I think it can really poison them, can't it? I think smaller dogs definitely, but
especially
this
with
is a reasonable sized dog, and it just went, oh, shouldn't have done that. Blah.
Oh no! So also Maltesers are like covered in chocolate. They're not like a big lump of chocolate,
Yes,
are they?
that's also true. Yeah.
You want to judge it, really, but so much of our life is spent putting things in our bodies that we shouldn't, and then going, blah, I think that's that dog's living its best life. Fair play to it.
It's like an ayahuasca.
You think then the dog met God?
Oh my God! I mean, oh shit! God is dog backwards. I'm God.
I hound Wasker.
I have to tell someone, but I'm a dog. God damn it. So you guys achieved basically nothing last week.
Whoa! We
up.
climbed some stairs.
We made some friends.
You climbed
Made some friends.
a lot of stairs. You climbed 28 stories.
We got a little elephant killed.
Dangerlings, if any of you want to let Dan know that we entertained you last week,
I'm
please.
not saying you didn't. I'm not saying that the group of us around the table did not achieve anything. I'm saying that the characters in the world of the Danger Club. Given how heroic, I mean, you got through quite a lot of my notes. You got through the line, "They meet the Master Alchemist."
Okay,
so that's
we were going to meet the Apothequeen for a while.
You were going to meet
That would have been amazing.
I wonder who she is.
I might use that as a stage name, the Apothequeen.
It's a good name, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a good name.
Yeah, I like it. What? What, you want to use it instead?
I was just trying to do the Battleship Quartet again that we did. No, I was going to say that we're one step closer to getting the airship that all of us have always wanted.
Oh, yes.
That is
the thing that we've always wanted.
Episode 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely been mentioned a lot of times before. Ross Folton is going down a dark path again. He likes to have a little meander down them from time to time.
Well, when you play with fire, you put pubes on donuts.
Hell of a callback. We're never getting out of that place. No. It's with us now. That's a part of us.
There must be a place that builds airships, right?
Yes.
Airships do absolutely exist in this world. It is that is a thing that you can certainly acquire.
How much treasure do you think we'd need?
You'd need a fair amount. They are quite expensive. But you are, you're mid-level now. You're getting to the point where those sort of things are not out of your grasp, if that's something that you want.
Dan, is it more than 6 platinum pieces, 86 gold pieces, 18 silver pieces, and 137 copper pieces?
It's a little bit more than that, yeah.
Right.
But,
money in the bank.
Yeah, it's going to be.
hey,
Save up.
you got to save. You got to save for these things you want. Put a little money in your piggy bank.
Tell you what, Ross, if you'd have just put all of your gold that you keep giving to people in a little bank instead, we'd probably have enough for an airship.
If you'd invested it sensibly.
Damn.
Put it in premium bonds.
Yeah.
If you just give up avocado on toast.
Yeah.
then
Why don't you
you'll
just
be fine.
cancel your Netfault subscription?
Netfault.
You'd have 3 airships by now.
Yeah. If
That's 3 airships.
If Fulton had invested that money in like weapon supplies before the war with the Whispering Tyrant broken out, he could think of the war profiteering that Fulton could have done by now.
Dan, my character legitimately had a fucking onesie for some episodes. Like,
You still got it, haven't you?
no, Caragor got rid of that.
Aw.
No, Caragor got rid of that after he got the shit kicked out of him, and then got captured. No, it's gone now. It's gone. It's a hallmark of an era that's passed.
Shame.
Well, that's awkward. I bet we better burn all those Monstrous art things of you. with
There was
them,
one, and I used it.
Yeah,
burn
it's digital.
Get rid
We
of it.
we literally have to burn all of our computers.
No, we have to burn
And the internet.
Monstrous's...
Have to burn the
We
internet.
have to burn Monstrous's computer down.
Danger Club, bear with us for a minute, Dangerlings. We're going to go and burn the internet, and then we'll be back. And you won't be able to hear us because there will be no internet.
We'll just shout to you.
We'll come around your houses.
Gather round for we shall tell a tale.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great podcast, isn't it? Anyway.
So you're going to live. So you're living the life of luxury right now. You don't get to do this very much. You've been camping in a stinking jungle for like a year now, walking around, getting rained on, living in the mud, and now you are. You
did a spa a little while ago.
You
didn't
did
we?
go
Wasn't
to
you?
a spa. None of you have mentioned that to Caragor yet. That you all.
We went to a
You all
spa.
went and had a spa. To be fair, he was also having a spa while you were in the spa, so it was before he'd been
He
captured.
was sparring.
Caragor probably wasn't having a nice spa. He was probably in the corner of the place where you get like beaten up with oil. Do you know what I mean? Where people
Turkish
stand on
one.
you and like really fucking punch your kidneys really hard. It's like, oh fucking yeah, go fuck shit, oh fucking hell.
Yeah.
Can we get a little status update on Fulton's hair at the moment? What is going on with the Fulton's hair right now?
I can't remember what happened. Oh, it was side parted.
and then side parted the other way so he could go incognito as somebody
He
else.
got a bit annoyed with it, and probably during the fight, it's probably just been mashed up now, so it's kind of just all over the place.
Oh my gosh!
So yeah, this little bath is going to be good with the hot baths.
It's a hot bath with the hot baths. So yes, you are led to the royal apartments. There's not actually a royal family in Next. They're just called the royal apartments because it's like
You're going to say apartments? Were you going to say
The
apartments?
royal
I
apartment.
tell
All of
you
us
what,
leapt on that.
there
man.
we like fucking wolves. That was, wasn't it? I tell you what. There is one fart that I would like to meet again. Do we go down the stairs?
you do go downstairs.
Can
Yeah.
we try and pick up Bath Fart?
Barty fart fast.
Is Bard Fart down there?
Bathy Fart?
Bubbles, a.k.a. Bubbles.
Yes,
Bubbles McGee.
Buck.
Unless he's just died. Unless he was that addicted to flying potions.
Oh, he hurt his legs, didn't he? Maybe
Yeah.
he broke his legs. We don't even know.
Buck fart Flanagan.
I don't know, I think it might be-
But
Jesus,
For you
guys.
to say.
Jesus.
But
Thank you, Dangerlings.
We did
for
say
these
when we
names.
made this tier that you could make me say awkward things, and,
Yeah.
and my goodness, did you step up on this one?
Thank you, Ravushka and Nikolai.
Yes, he is still, as you go back down the stairs, he's now lying on a sofa, sweating profusely. He looks like he has a fever.
You all right, mate?
Fizz, the frog, is fanning him. Fistula P. Frogman, I think was his name. Fizz
Yeah.
the frog is the frog barman is fanning him with a napkin.
Fizz, what's going on?
happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, he's broken his legs in 4 places.
That's, Shania immediately goes to his side and starts fixing his legs with her medicine hand.
You can't. His legs are at his bottom, not at his side.
Yeah.
I beat you with medical knowledge. Okay, give me a medicine check to try and fix his broken legs.
Okie Madoki.
I was not convinced we were going to roll dice. We're rolling dice.
Well,
We're rolling, baby.
I want to fix stuff. No.
I love the way you take a dice out of your dice tray, roll it on the table, and then it hits the crease.
All into a crack.
It's in the crease.
Yeah, that is definitely on the
Drum, why
crease.
don't you roll it in the fucking dice tray?
I'm sorry,
We've
Stu.
got an abundance of
Stu,
dice
you gave
trays
us all
here.
these dice trays.
That's even better.
So that is
And Candice, thank you for my dice tray, Candice.
20.
She doesn't listen anymore.
She will, she's
38.
catching up.
38.
She'll hit us in like 2000.
You put some. Sorry, guys.
27 or something.
You put splints on his legs, and you brace both of his legs, and then put them in a plaster cast, and then sign your name on it. And he's sitting there with two enormous.
That really fast. Like he's done it in 5 minutes.
So why
And
don't
suddenly,
you?
boom, and I give him some painkillers or something
Hey,
Give him some
Paracetamol.
paracetamol that
Hey.
you made.
that I created with my
created-
special medicine.
What are those
Special
called?
medicine.
What are
I
those
just went
called?
like this.
What are they called?
They're called
Brew dogs.
Flopsy Droopies.
I'm asking you in character. What are they called?
They're called Flopsy Droopies.
Oh, right, okay. What do they do? They just give you pain.
Oh, that takes the pain away.
Takes the
What?
pain
Why have you
away.
never given them to us?
Yeah.
Because you guys are tough. You're okay.
I'm
You
in
don't
pain
need
all
it.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in pain all the time. It makes us strong, okay?
Hey,
this poor
oh,
fucker,
that's-
it's, there you go.
He's a
Hey,
drug
do you-
addict.
That
Do you know
sounds
what?
quite like dark that you said that. We're all in
What?
pain. It makes us stronger. Do you know what I mean? That's a really dark thing
yeah.
you should
Look,
say.
we're
there.
warriors. That's the
That's
way we
quite
need to
twisted.
live. That's the way we need to live.
No,
We
you need to
also
deal with that
deserve
pain. You
rest
can't
days.
keep it
Listen,
and fester
listen.
it. Like,
do you wanna call your dealer? Eh?
this is quite important.
Get your dealer, come on, get some flight.
This is
bullshit.
some
I will.
This is some public
I would
school
love
shit,
to.
man.
I would love to call
Message
that.
him now.
Yeah.
Go on.
He puts his hand to his temple.
Yeah, good, good.
How much do you want?
I want 2.
2.
To what?
He won't do a house call for 2.
Fulton, don't fritter away your money.
Don't get on
4.
No, don't. We don't. We're saving up for an airship. We've all agreed together.
Oh, fine. No, I was telling him he should do his drugs like he wants.
Why do you want him to do drugs?
Because then it feeds my ambition of taking over the world.
Okay, right. I was going to do this before. but I'm going to do it now. Fulton,
Hey?
hand over the shards.
I can't because Velda took mine because I was looking at my ass in the shadow in the reflection.
Velda was probably right to do that. So you're just like this, even though you haven't got any shards.
No, I just get overwhelmed with the fact that my brother died, and
No,
I
hang
fucked
on.
someone's-
We have been tethering this out
again
for a long
Jack.
time. You can't keep plenty of people. Do you know what? We're in a city full of people whose loads of brothers' people just died. There's not going around threatening people, are there?
All right, fine. I'm sorry.
died. That's Jam.
You didn't have a brother.
Well, I might have. I've got no memory of the early part of my life. It's possible.
That's true.
I might have eaten him in utero. You don't know that.
What?
You were never
Where's
in
utero?
Oh, God.
You don't know me. Folds his arms and sulks.
I'm sorry for saying that you should feed your drug ambition. You should not. I'll slap him.
Better. Good.
Thank
is
you.
confusing
This
messages.
is supportive. What's a shard?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, they're like.
That's what happens.
Give him more painkillers. Keep him going.
Why did you
Go to
get
sleep.
that?
It's what happens when you can't hold your poo in.
He said
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah. That thing.
Oh, and you're the only one of the group who hasn't done that. Everyone else is.
Yeah, everyone else has done that. I've never done it. When you just...
When you
based
follow
this-
through, basically, you
we
follow
based
And
this
you've
on-
all done that.
Yeah, we
Nah,
based-
except
Yeah.
all this was generated from meeting one guy ages ago called Sharty Bathblast. Okay, and that was his name, and that's why
And
we are obsessed with
you
Sharty.
met him, and the three of you then all followed through.
We shot
not-
and
not-
shot.
What about the old man who we still haven't explained why he's not here?
he follows through constantly.
Yeah, all the time.
I'm listening to the DCP from the beginning again at the moment, and I'm sorry to say the early episodes of it, Velda is canonically younger than half of the players around this table, so we call him Old Man.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So...
I accept that as an explanation as to why I thought you said shards.
No worries.
He lays a supportive hand on Fulton's shoulder. and
Thank
says,
you.
I'm very sorry. It must be really hard being with these people who have done such embarrassing things.
Yes, he looks at Karagor. It is We have to kill him.
Carol got eyebrow dancers back. No, we don't.
Okay.
Bubba gets involved and says, "Shall we kill him?" with his eyebrows. Do we do it?
Well, I didn't know you had eyebrows.
He's like got these fake ones.
Groucho Marx.
He's just using his like talons and moving them up and down.
It's actually more expressive than my eyebrows. Why have I never thought of that?
Where are the hot baths?
Yeah, bath ass.
Take us to the hot baths.
All right, let me tell you. He tries to stand up and immediately falls on the floor. Oh, my leg!
No, you have
not
to
you.
stay off the
I thought you made me better.
No, you have to you have to work together. You have to make yourself better. I have that. She resets everything.
You reset everything. Give him some more painkillers.
Gives him more painkillers.
Oh.
And then I say, also, maybe have a drink of whiskey with his painkillers.
Yes!
Gives him some whiskey.
That
and
sounds like a great
hopefully
idea.
He falls asleep.
He falls asleep.
Okay.
All right, let's go have a shower or something.
Yeah.
You are taken. Australia, the guard takes you down a couple more flights of stairs to some very fine, opulent rooms. You are each given your own room. We're talking presidential suite kind of quality here. You have each of the suites has multiple rooms. You've got your own bedroom. You've got you have a bathing area, you have a lounge, you have a balcony with a large panoramic window that looks out across the whole city, where you can see a beautiful sight of utter devastation of the city.
Is it like those hotel rooms where you've got a door that leads into the other person's room as well, but you can never get it open?
Two of the rooms do adjoin to one another, and that is, I can tell you. I can tell you that Shania's room has a door that connects it to Caragol's room.
Wow, wow, wow.
The face that Colin pulled as he did that was terrifying.
I rolled that, Dangerlings. The worlds we could have been in, the world we are in. So you. The city, looking out across the city, you can see the city seems to be comprised of kind of two sections. There's like an inner area which looks far more opulent. You can see lots of very fancy buildings in this sort of center of the city, all built around the middle where the Apothecary is. It's right in the heart of the city. And you can see lots of parks. There are vast gardens where you can see all sorts of plants growing. Some of them have taken damage. Some of them have survived it. It looks like the shots of the World Breaker were kind of either random or targeted at whoever was attacking it. The whole city is not burned to the ground. It looks like it's had a fairly good fire prevention service, as it were. Beyond that, in the outer ring of the city is a much poorer district, and you can see lots of tenement buildings, lots of smaller houses, and it is dominated by 4 vast factories which have chimneys coming out of them, belching smoke out. It's a real kind of industrial waste sort of landscape in the outer ring. And then there's the city walls, and then beyond that is the wasteland itself. And you've got a view of basically all of this from your rooms.
Are we all like looking out? Our balconies like
is it like
next
in
to
Spain?
each other?
Yeah, you can talk to each other.
Fulton's totally naked, looking outside.
Shania's not out there.
Okay.
She is bathing and healing her wounds and Philippe's wounds. They're having a bath together.
Okay, the hot baths fill your bath for you and attend to you, and you are given as much hot water as you like, and you're able to relax in a huge warm tub. It's the first time in memory that you can remember being able to have a bath with Philippe and it wasn't awkward for him. It's never been awkward for Shania. But you both have plenty of space to kind of relax.
Like, I picked some of the bugs out of his hair.
Reaffirm your bond.
Reaffirm the bond. And then she's had dreads, for a while now. And she asks if there's a barber or some such around, and if there is one,
a barber is sent up to you. It's Fizz. Weirdly, he's working a second job.
Yeah,
hospitality ain't paying the bills.
Self-employed man.
Gig economy.
I feel like refreshing myself. But she chops this off and give me it, and she wants like a sort of short back and sides of like a sort of floppy bit at the front, so like kind of short hair.
Yeah.
But like
like
floppy bit.
like a Sister of Battle or Ciri from The Witcher.
I wish I knew what you were talking about. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. But it's like a cool sort of like floppy hair at the front, short everywhere else.
He gives
like
you
a bit of a 90s boy haircut, like boy band haircut kind of thing.
Yeah. Sort of 90s boy or 90s. Current era lesbian. That's kind of
or that, I suppose. Yeah.
He gives you exactly that haircut. Snip, snip, snip away while you're resting.
And then hopefully at some point she can find some like shiny leathery trousers and a flouncy shirt, a bit like Jareth from.
You're really just ticking off all the wish list.
Wow.
That's and anyway, the next time you see her,
dance,
that's how she looks.
Dance.
Yeah.
Dance
fuckers.
So
from the other room, Caragor's got his leopard onesie pinned to the wall with a couple of daggers, and like through their shared door, he's just going,
Babe,
Yeah, what's up?
babe, do you think I should keep the leopard thing?
I mean, it looks good. It gives us that like animal vibes that you've got. I like that.
But I don't know, babe. I got my ass handed to me when I was wearing it, though, didn't I?
Are you worried that maybe it got in the way of your hands?
No, I don't think it was that. I think it was the massive cat that tore my skin open.
Oh, okay. So what are you feeling like
that bigger cat? Actually,
but I mean,
I fought bigger things.
Yeah, I know, but look. Hey, listen. If you're wondering whether you should get rid of it because it feels like a bad omen, then do it. If that makes you feel better, that's okay.
Yeah,
okay?
I might. Do you mind if I just go into my own room and ritually burn it?
No, that's okay. You go ahead. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, babe. Love you. Wait. I was going to ask you one other thing.
Oh, what's that?
Are you really pissed off that Folton saved me and not you?
No, I don't give a fuck about that. It's okay.
Okay, cool.
I was okay.
I knew that you didn't want it, but I didn't want you to think that I wasn't asking.
I would have asked for him to save you anyway. I think.
Yeah, and I said the same. I was quite angry actually, but
yeah, no, I heard.
I know you wouldn't be bothered, but I just wanted you to know that I was there to ask the question. Do you know what I mean?
I know. No, don't worry. I know. I saw it in the moment. It's okay.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Wait, is Philip clean?
We're getting there. We're having a special time.
Okay, don't let him stare you down like last time, right?
No, don't worry. We're having a nice time.
You look back. Philippe has not lost eye contact with you the whole time. Sit there while Fizz cuts his hair. Do you want to do have a little Folton and Bubba scene on their shared balconies? As
Bubba's actually in Bubba's in his hotel room with like a nice hotel robe. Do you know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah.
And he's
just got the shards on the bed.
Well, actually. Yes, he's doing a few things with these shots. So like a little montage. He's doing one thing where he's like just traipsing up and down, doing like rave. Like he's got one in two hands. He's like and just moving his hands around and like staring at both of them. And then it cuts to like he's on the floor and he's got him like two toy cars and he's going and like racing the shards across the floor. And then there's another one where he's got two of them and they're just kind of like standing looking at each other. He's like, hello, how are you? Oh yeah, I'm all right, thanks. Oh, what's going on today? Oh, you're pretty shiny. I know, I'm shiny, aren't I? Oh, you're a bit shiny. Oh, shiny. And then it cuts to him and he's like walking along with bunny ears and he's doing like a really sexy walk, like just like posing in front of the mirror with these two ears. And then it cuts to him and he's got like shoulder pads and he's walking down like that. And then he's got another one where he's like rubbing it like on his boobs. He's like, oh yeah, oh sexy. And then there's one where he's like dancing. He's got him by his ass and he's like, bum, 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 bum.
Fulton is
Popping
just
his
getting
butt
a real-
back and
He's
forth.
climbed over the railing and he's just watched this entire thing.
And then he's got them on the floor, and he's just sliding them softly across the floor, like as if they're under his feet.
I'm getting this Alan Partridgey vibe.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm
And
getting
then-
pure magpie. That's all I'm getting.
And then he's just sitting there, and then he just sits down, and he's like rubbing them on his face, and he looks up and sees Fulton.
Hey, yeah, I'm naked as well.
Hello. And he just slides them down, puts them in his pockets, opens the door. Shh. All right.
What's that?
What's what?
What was that you just opened?
It was like a little glass slidey door.
Yeah, they spend no expense. They put sliding doors in for
Yeah,
you guys.
sliding double glazed glass doors.
Yeah,
That's why you
can
couldn't
sound out.
You couldn't hear.
We
what I
didn't
was
question
doing,
that
but-
Bubba was doing race cars, but the slidey door, that's out there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
Listen,
How long have you been there?
I just climbed over because I was bored.
How much did you see?
I saw pretty much all of it. Listen, don't worry. Do you hear stuff from those shards? Because I do too.
What shards?
The shards.
Yeah, the shards. Yeah.
Look,
I
Bubba,
do
you don't have
sometimes.
to. You don't have to play dumb. I know about the shards. They call. They call to me. They call to you clearly because
Yeah.
you're rubbing them on your boobs.
Yeah. My nipples.
Yeah. Maybe we can have them together.
What do you want to rub them on your
You
nipples with
suggested
me?
a foursome.
Is that what you want to do? You want to like rub them in the nipples?
There's two
I'm not-
shards,
I don't know if
two.
I'm up for that. Like, I was just having fun.
I know you
Like-
have two. We can get the rest of the guys, and then we can have all of them together, and then we can be powerful together.
that actually sounds quite good.
Hey,
Who's got the other ones?
I think Velda, and I don't think he's here
How many-
mentally.
Yeah, I know. How many's he got?
I think he's got mine, and he's got his.
So there's another two. We could hold all 4 shards together.
Yeah. Together.
The door opens and Australia, the guard comes in and was like, I thought you might like some hot towels. Fuck off! Yeah, I've come back. He just sees you on there with the naked Fulton. He's like, I'll come back. I didn't see anything.
You saw everything.
Sorry, Australia. I was having
We must kill you. I'm joking.
They don't knock in this palace.
Yeah,
It's the No Knock Palace.
I think it's a good. I think that might be a good idea. We could be the Shard brothers.
Yeah. Shardy.
Shardy McShards.
Shardy Shards.
Nipple Shard. No, not that one. That one. What do they say to you?
They tell me that I could be king. I could be king.
Do they?
Hey.
When I put 2 on my eyes, right, I go through to this lovely field, and it's all like blowing. It looks like a manga cartoon, if you know what that is, right? And
Yeah.
Then, and then I start floating.
We do the eyebrows, Ross. No one can see him.
And then I start floating up in the air, and my hair starts to like wave, and I've got wings.
Wow.
Really powerful.
Let me look. Please.
All right, shut the door. Shh.
I put some on his eyes.
Put them over his eyes. What does Fulton see as he stares
He
into
sees
the shards?
he's king. He's king, and he's sitting on a throne made of people.
Let me try. What did you see?
Let me ask one specific question about
Yes.
this vision, though. Where is Bubba in this vision?
Bubba's dead. Bubba's in the throne.
He's one of the bodies.
Yeah.
And tell me, in this vision, with Bubba in the throne as a body, does Bubba have either nipples or hair? That's something that I want to know.
He has both.
We've already established this. Yeah. All right. So, let me. What did you see?
I was king. I told you I was king I was king, and I was Nobody else there.
Let me look.
There you go.
Bubba looks through.
What does Bubba see?
Bubba sees the same thing. He's out on a massive, lovely field. It looks like a real cool, manga cartoon. Sorry, Kaplan's going crazy. He's loving this, right? Like a lovely manga cartoon. It's all kind of like black and white, but really cool. Loads of little reds here and there, and he is literally floating off the ground. But then he sort of lowers down onto a really big wooden chair. And at the base are the rest of the Danger Club on their knees. And Folton is kind of like Bubba's footstool.
Right, that's enough Lenser for you two.
And then he comes back out like coming up for air.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he puts them both in his dressing gown pockets.
All right, look. Folton puts his finger on his beak. Let's no speak of this again until we can get the other two from there.
Bubba's eye just twitches. Yeah, let's get him.
Yeah. Anyway, see ya.
All right, shardy bros.
And I'm going to go out this way.
Yeah.
Wow, these are really soundproof.
Just realised you can't do
Folton's
that.
just doing hand gestures, waving.
Still naked.
Yeah, still naked. And then he climbs over the other side.
I love that this all happened because Fulton was bored, and so just climbs over a balcony 15 stories up. Just climb back over, and you realise there is someone who's knocking on the door of your room, Fulton. There are, I should have said, you've also been provided with lots of clean clothes in this room. There's robes. Most of the fashion here in Anepian seems to be large, flowing summer dresses, regardless of gender. They seem to be sleeveless and very baggy. That you've been offered a number of those, but if you ask, you are provided with whatever you like. Shania, you are given very strange looks from people when you ask for leather trousers. That is the weirdest thing in the world to ask for. But they do. But you are the heroes of the city, so they do find you some that fit perfectly for you.
Excellent.
Yes, there is a knock at your door, Fulton.
Hello? Sorry, I was out in the balcony and it's surprisingly soundproof.
It is I, heroes. I am here to take you to your reward.
I open the door.
Open the door. There
Who
is a
it?
small bejeweled elephant wearing a suit there. I am a sisterfoot too. I am here to take you to your reward.
Because you're a familiar, aren't you? So he can just literally get rid of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're meaningless. Your life means nothing.
If you say so, you're the hero.
All right. So, that was a quick snooze. All right. Well, I guess is it just me?
No, I'm going to knock at everyone's doors. Yours
It's
is the
okay, we
closest one to
fucking
the
heard
stairs.
you. We can hear you from here.
Even through the doors.
Let's go.
Did anybody bring you hot towels?
Why is everyone shouting on this level?
Caragor's taken one of the sleeveless dresses, but has cinched or torn down one side, so that just one leg is visible.
Excellent.
So we get gifts, eh?
I just got this dress.
Yeah, I got a
Oh
robe.
my
It's
God,
nice and
it looks
fluffy.
so great.
Thanks. It was a toss up between this and the leopard skin thing, but I haven't burnt it yet.
Why
That's
not?
okay. You don't have to.
You got it from that weird guy who was in the alleyway.
It seemed to mean a lot at the time, but I don't know. Maybe I've got.
It's
Hey.
fine. If you need
Something
to,
else.
then you can. If not, that's okay too.
Maybe I'll turn into an hat or something. I don't know.
You can wear my
Yeah, great to
my teddy bear
recycle.
hat.
What, I
If
can
you
wear
want.
one of your crowns?
No, actually, no. It's my teddy bear hat. No, it's got teeth still. The teeth are still in it.
Yeah, it's pretty metal. That's awesome. Yeah.
I didn't even know that it had teeth.
Bubba comes out. He's wearing like some orange kind of fingerless gloves, like leather studded kind of cool things. He's got a new blue cape on. You know, he had that like blue hooded thing. He's got an electric blue one this time. Walks out looking like pretty.
Wow, you look pretty
cool.
electric.
And he's had his hair done as well. He's had, I know, Caragor. He's had a little bit of hair done on the top of his head where he's got like
Caragor's mouth falls open,
like almost like a mullet.
Fizz has been busy.
Yeah. Kind of, it's grown long at the back there of his hair, of his head, and he's just looking a bit like Damon Albarn.
These are all haircuts that my local barber does.
Yeah.
This is so hackney.
What have you two been up to?
Who? I said who?
Is that what you said?
Yeah, what did it sound like?
Caragor's just
It sounded like you went,
yeah, he just made unintelligible sort of syllable sound. Like a moose.
You're right. Who are you talking to be fair?
Yeah, who?
Well, I've been in a room with Shania the whole time.
Yeah,
so the only two.
we've been
What have you been
hanging,
doing
so
in there?
Well, we talked
We've
a
been
lot of things through,
sprucing
actually.
ourselves.
Sorry, that is a very
Can't
personal
you
question
see
to
that
be.
I'm spruced?
You look amazing.
Yeah, but I said you look electric. I said he looks great, and no one said shit about me.
I just said you look
before-
amazing.
I
Alright,
said
thank
before we
you.
came out.
Wait, you got nice hair.
Yeah.
I like your leather trousers
Thanks very much. They're extremely hot.
and your puffy shirt.
Yeah, it's good.
What, Bubba? What about you? What have you been up to? You asked us.
Nothing much. Got a little haircut. Had a bath. Wore a robe for a while. Had a little dance around my room. You know, nothing.
Yeah, having dance is the greatest thing to do. We should go out for a dance tonight.
We should fucking dance, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you dance to?
Oh, just songs in my head. I just did a little bit of freestyling. I played a little music.
Yeah, he's bad. He can do his own.
I was like,
he doesn't need to even
That's
have
what I
any
was
music.
interested to know. What song he's coming up with
B
now?
to the U to the BBA, I slay. Or they say B to the U to the BBA, I slay. Or they're just doing that.
Is he spelling letters? Does anyone speak?
I don't really know. But it sounds nice.
Great. It sounds great.
I love it.
Yeah.
Assistant 2 starts dancing to your song as if his life depends on it.
That's it. B to the BBA. See, he loves it. Bloody loves it. And he means nothing to us.
If you desire music, we can provide it for you.
Yes.
Oh, let's go get the treasure
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, let's go to the treasure.
Treasure.
Come to the treasure vault. It is on the 14th basement floor.
What? You got 28 up and
There's only
how
3
many
floors
down?
in the entire palace, okay? There's the 14th floor ground, 14th floor up, and 14th floor basement.
Okay.
Shit
Something
H&M.
about they love number 14. It's like the lucky number.
Right, let's go.
There you go. Down a long, long flight of stairs until you reach a vast-looking door, an ornate metal door, which is open before you, and you are led into a room where there are a number of guards lined up. You can see lots of vault doors along the side. It looks like a great deal of things are kept down here. There is laid out a table. It is has golden legs, has red velvet top, and on it are laid a number of objects. Assistant 2 turns to you and says, I am told by the master alchemist that for your bravery you may choose 2 treasures from his most prized possession here in the vault.
5
Each? As in 2 each?
No, as a group you get 2 treasures.
What? Can we negotiate?
That's not what he said.
What?
He said we could have loads.
I don't know about that. I was only born this morning.
Yeah, so you've displeased your master, haven't you?
This is not what I was instructed by my master today.
Yeah, but he didn't specifically say 2 or 5. He may have misheard
My
that.
master very clearly said, as a group, you can have 2 of these treasures.
As a group of each, one of us can have 2.
No.
Fulton, you're not smart enough to argue this.
If you like, we can go and check.
No, it's fine.
you know
We'll
what?
go up
Yeah.
the 50. Can you explain to us each item
Yeah,
and what they
but
do?
I-
Behold! You look down at the table. On the table are a number of objects. Now I'm going to describe what they look like. You can see them. One of them, the first object is a leopard print bag. A fur leopard print bag.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That when you touch it, purrs gently. The second object is a ragged-looking scythe with thorns covering its haft, the wooden haft, and a rusted, jagged blade, which seemed to exude a palpable sense of malice. The next is a dark purple, almost black, hooded cloak, embroidered with images as if to appear various winged nocturnal animals. Bat-like embroidery across this cape. The next item is a knife with a wide blade and a wooden handle with a prayer of protection carved into the handle. The next item is a completely mundane, nondescript looking iron rod, 2 feet long, with a button at one end. The final object is a golden rod, studded with precious stones which seem to change colour as you look at them. So to recap those objects, leopard print bag that purrs when you pet it, a scythe covered in thorns and with a ragged blade, a dark cloak embroidered with the wings of a bat, a wide-bladed knife inscribed with a prayer of protection, a nondescript iron rod with a button, and a golden rod studded with precious stones that seem to change colour.
I like that.
Wait, hold on. Is the table on offer as well?
Sure, if you want to make the table can be an option too.
Do you want a table?
I don't know. It's a nice table.
I mean,
Yeah, but
you
how
have to
would
carry a
we
fucking
move
table
it?
around. Yeah.
I mean, I know there are other, elves or dwarves that might quite like the idea of moving a table from one place to another, but me, personally, I think it's a shit idea. And so maybe we don't have a table.
I think
14 flights of stairs. Lift it.
maybe is it going to be like the Holy Grail where you have to pick the one that's like the least ornate
What's the
one?
Holy Grail?
Yeah.
You know that like
No, so I'm drawing
The
a
cup.
line. I'm drawing a line.
cup.
Where have you possibly heard this story
The
before?
cup.
What is it? What's a
cup?
grail?
it's a cup. It's like a cup.
Why don't you call it the Holy Cup then?
Well, because it sounds fancy when you call it Grail.
Right, fine.
Anyway, is it like we pick the indiscreet, the mundane?
No,
I think
not
with
like
the
that.
button
It's not
does.
Look,
I mean,
obviously
that's the
we
ones
need
that
to-
I was drawn to the most.
Obviously, we have to pick the scythe, right?
Why?
Scythe?
Well, because Shadea's got a scythe, and
Yeah, no-
So
Yeah.
it looks cool.
I've already got a size.
Yeah, but this
so-
looks cool.
What about the bat cloak and the rusty old button one?
the
I
rusty
would
button and the
vote
back clock.
for-
The rusty button.
Out
I-
of character, do you guys know what the iron rod is with the button on?
No. Do you know what it is?
Why are you also interested?
Because it's
I'm
like
curious
that.
as to
It's
why
that
you're
one
so
thing,
interested in it.
you're like,
Because
it
it
looks the
seems like-
shittest one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably the
it's
best.
probably got the best thing.
I mean, it might be a
going
double bluff. Dan might
Yeah.
be just like,
It could,
that's just a shitty old
to be
bolt.
fair, yeah, that absolutely it could be. I think I might know what it is, and if it, I mean,
It's probably like a pole that just extends, and you can
could be anything.
Yeah.
I would vote for the cat that purrs.
The bag that purrs.
The bag that purrs.
It's gonna be that's.
I don't know. We've had a
Don't know,
bad
seems
vibe of cats,
unsettling.
and we.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it
reminds
goes
me
with
of
your.
bad things.
It goes with your thing.
I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing this nice legless dress. I don't think I need anything personally off this list here.
I don't mind. You guys pick if you want.
But that's because the purple cloak's got bats on it, and Velda's not here to take it. Like, surely
Yeah.
that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Can we ask what they do? Do we don't get to choose?
You must
and then
simply choose.
I
Unfortunately, your wizard has chosen to go and learn new spells from our master arcanist, and so is not here to identify them.
There's no one in this whole fucking palace that
Can
can
I see that? If maybe I could try to find out.
Yeah, hold on. I could try, to be fair. I've got a little...
I think we have to try and pick without having to
I
know
think it's
what
more
they
fun
are.
if we just pick not knowing.
Arcana check, is it?
Yeah, go on, give me an arcana check.
Spellcasters here, Fulton. We've got no things.
Yeah, don't want to risk it.
Oh, no risk involved. Just know everything straight away. Oh.
It's only a 16.
16, you don't know what they are.
I don't know what they are.
Okay, let's just pick. Could we have this nondescript pulver's button on? I'd love to hold it in my hand.
We'll have the rusty button pole and,
Wait,
and the back cape.
Before we say that, what does your master, because he's had these for a very long time, what does he call these things?
My master calls these his greatest treasures!
And which one's that one?
This, which one? I can't
the
tell what you're
pole.
pointing at.
Carrier points at the pole. What does he call that?
Pole.
I do not know. I was born this morning. I'm sorry. I have failed you.
Yes. You must commit self-sacrifice.
After this, I will report to my master and tell him I have failed. Kaplan's going for the TV. It's because he wants you to take the cat bag.
We'll take the rusty button and the cloak.
Wait.
And
No, final offer.
if you throw in the table, we'll call it quits.
Wait. Hang on. The rod. Okay, the cloak. All right, well, that's going to be like some kind of flying.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to fly, man.
Yeah, but we don't.
Stealth.
Everyone else can fly apart from me.
Yeah, but I can
And
cast
Carragher.
fly and then I can fly.
Or the knife with the prayer on it. We don't know what prayer protection is.
It's probably like a +1.
Sure, we don't want the scythe. I really thought that was going to be an obvious one.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go for that straight away.
Rusty buttons, back
But it's got special powers.
I think the rusty button thing might be fun.
So I think it looks like we've got unanimous going
I like
for,
how
the,
we've
going for the iron rod.
So we've just said it's rusty now.
Yeah, it's shabby looking. Yeah, it's not necessarily rusty, but yeah, shabby looking rod. So you got the shabby rod. That one's off. So the items that are left: a leopard print bag that purrs when you pet it.
It's unsettling.
A scythe with thorns all up the haft, the ragged, rusty blade. Dark purple, almost black hooded cloak embroidered with the wings of a bat.
He raised his voice then.
A knife with a wide blade and a wooden handle and a prayer of protection carved into it, and a golden rod with precious stones that seem to change colour as you look at them.
Oh,
Those are the
yeah.
objects that are left.
Don't you want the other golden rod? That might be a magicy thing.
Nah.
Fine,
It looks
cloak.
way too. That one's the kind of thing that you pick it up and then your hand turns into a beetle or something, you know.
Oh, but the only thing is if we choose the rod, we might be able to share who gets it. Whereas if the cloak might be a one-person thing.
Yeah.
Cloak's good though, isn't it?
All right, we're set on the cloak.
Are we going 2 rods? I mean, that seems
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, it
Two
does
rods,
seem
so
weird, doesn't
boring.
it? You're right. Yeah,
Let's just get one rod.
Alright, rusty button.
One rod and a void, okay?
Rusty button and the back cloak.
Do you about the heroes of the city? Yeah, they went 2 rods. 2
rods.
They're not very heroic, are they?
2 roddies.
Very well. These are yours. And Assistant 2 goes up to the table and jumps up and down, trying to get to the table, saying, "Will somebody please lift me?"
You
Yes,
truly
give us
have
another
failed.
one.
One of the guards comes over and lifts him up, and he hands you the rod. He hands you the nondescript iron rod and the cloak, and you are whisked away from the treasure vault back up to your rooms with your 2 new things, which you have time to analyze and look over. Bubba, you, with a bit of time, are able to look at the things that you have brought, and I will very gladly tell you. I will very gladly tell you what the 2 things are that you have found. So we'll start with the cloak. You analyze. You think back through all of your bardic knowledge, and you discover this cloak is called the Umbral Wings. This hooded cloak is soft and surprisingly durable. Its cloth is purple, so deep as to be almost black, woven with dark blue and purple shapes that seem to suggest the wings of nocturnal creatures. Doesn't say bats, just says nocturnal. Those other famous nocturnal winged creatures.
Owls.
Bush babies. Owls, yeah.
Yeah.
While wearing the cloak, you gain low light vision and a +1 item bonus to seek creatures. So to spot anyone who's hidden. As a single action, once per hour, you can activate the cloak to gain a fly speed equal to your speed until the end of your next turn.
So and there's no use like this just once per
hour. No limited action. No limit on how many times. No limit. It's just once per hour. You can fly for the rest of your turn.
It's pretty good.
The rest of your turns.
So at the end of the turn, it ends whether you are on the ground or not.
So it's like a 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
So it's only 6 seconds.
It's effectively 2. If you did it so it's 1 action. So if you did that, you would then have 2 actions of your movement speed in flight. So like 50 feet of flight.
Right.
But you would have to land at the end of it. Or if you did it with haste, you could have 3 actions of flight. So you could have a lot of flight. So yeah, it's like a.
Does it have to be in combat though?
No. You could do it would be.
So if you do it out of combat,
yep.
How does it work?
You would fly it would effectively be the same kind of amount of time. So you would gain about 50 feet, or in your case, Shania, I think you've got a faster movement speed, so you would fly like 60 feet, something like that. At which point it would
fly up a tree and have a look at something, or fly over a wall. Yeah, that's
cool.
Good. It's good.
Right. Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
can always sell it, can't we?
Yeah, let's sell it.
Like it.
That's all right. James is going to come back. Right, flogged it.
Yeah. I do really like it.
We bought these magic beans.
yeah.
The other item. So this is the nondescript iron rod with a button. Scott, do you want to tell me what you think it is? And if you're right, I'll give you a danger point.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I think it might be an immovable iron rod.
It is. An immovable rod.
Hey.
Nice.
Danger point for you, Scott.
I've got 3.
Oh,
sorry.
Well, Phil,
thanks,
give it to whoever you like.
Can I have one? So I haven't got any left.
I haven't got one.
I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm going to give it to Colin.
Sure. All right. That's how you play the game, folks. Stay humble, yeah?
He's watched Indiana Jones. Can I press the button?
You press the button. The rod stays in place completely. You try and move it. It will not move. It just holds in the air as if it's fixed to a solid wall.
Wow.
As one action, you push the button and it anchors the rod in place. It doesn't move, defying gravity if need be. If the button's pushed again, the rod deactivates, ending the anchoring magic. While anchored, the rod can be moved only if 8,000 pounds of pressure are applied to it, or if a creature uses an athletics or force open action with a DC of 40 to move it. Although obviously most intelligent creatures can just press the button.
Do you understand the physical ramifications of what this object can do?
What can we do with it?
You could.
Could you stick it up someone's ass?
Yes, you could, and it would stay there. And then if they move, they would have to rip their own body in half to move beyond it. Okay.
Wow.
You could put it in the midair and then just hang off it. If you were falling, okay, you'd just click the button. It would stay there. You'd be fine.
So I could use the cloak and fly up and then just be stuck.
Oh, you get both, do you? You get both, do you?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you were to use both, you know what I mean?
In tandem, that's what happened. Yeah. If we're all falling, 2 people can't fly, someone goes, okay, click your rod, and then the other one with the cloak goes, okay, I'll come and get you. Here we go. I've got you now, click your rod. You can unclick the rod, and then you go together. It's very exciting. And if you're going fast, or if you wanted to catch someone, if someone was chasing you, you put it on the ground and behind you, click your rod, and then they run straight into it. They can't stop it. They just break their legs if they run into it.
Wow. Let's go break some legs.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah, we picked the best one.
I will tell you, the immovable rod is the highest level item that was unavailable.
Yeah.
It was the most powerful item there. There were some other very good ones, but that's what you got. Dangerlings, let us know what you think the other items were. Got any ideas, but you've gained some treasure. So you have the next day. Let's decide who's going to take the cloak and who's going to take the rod.
It's a great question. I think the rod can be like multi-use from anybody.
Yeah.
Who would like the cloak, however?
Not bother about the cloak.
You can fly anyway, can't you?
Yeah.
All right, so it remains to the 3 non-flyers.
I mean, it's up to you lot. I don't mind taking it, but you can have it if you want.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Do you want to fight me for it?
Nah.
Go on, fight me for it.
Nah.
Well, let's roll a dice.
Bubba puts it on. Oh, shit.
Puts it on, jumps off the balcony.
Freeze frame. End of episode.
That's the last they ever saw of Bubba.
Only for 3
I'm going
actions.
to put the rod in my void, okay?
Wow.
Well, don't press the button.
No. Sorry, just when I say my void, that's what I call my bag of holding.
Right.
Caragor goes,
Shani's void.
yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought.
It's still in that. Also, in that case, don't press the button.
No, I won't.
God, you could do anything with that rod. Anyway,
I know.
let's roll a d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Wait,
are you all going to roll and see who gets highest, or are you going to...
Oh, I was just going to pick a number. Oh, fuck. Okay.
4.
All right, fine. We've done it that
This
way.
would have been easier with D20s, but
It would have
let's
been,
do it.
yeah. T6 is
We're warhammering it.
6. Oh, no, it's 3.
3. Fulton Battlestone.
Fulton, the
Caragor hands it over.
Cape. I've got a cape. A bat cape. A bat cape.
How do you spell immovable rod?
He uses the cape to wipe his face, like after he sneezed and there's snot in it. He just goes. Sorry.
He wipes the snot from his face, and did one of the hot bars just kind of plays a little frame and diddle-diddle-dun-dun, because lightning flash behind Bat Fulton.
Bat Fulton.
Oh dear. So you and Shania is taking the rod for the moment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just in
Okay. Cool. It's worth knowing because you might need it in a pinch, so it's good to know. Who has it? So you settle in and you're brought some food. You have another rest. And night begins to creep in for the evening. Tomorrow is the day of the great banquet. And while you are resting, there is a knock at one of your doors. I'm going to roll to decide whose it was. Carador. There's a knock at the door. I don't know why. It's so silly. There's a knock at your door late at night.
Late at night.
Yeah, it's kind of as you're just about kind of winding down for bed, or in your bedclothes, or
Okay. Can tell from the knock that it's not Shania.
yeah, it's not because it would have been the internal door, so it's not.
Yeah.
And you know how Shania knocks.
Yeah.
It's if you want, you can make a perception check, and I'll tell you something about the knock.
Okay. That'll be the first time I've rolled a d20 in about 3
A
hours.
little while.
24.
A 24. The knock is low down and seems to have been made with very soft hands.
It's not Fulton then. That could be the thing. Caragor just very quietly goes up to the door, shifts the knife from his boot into his hand. And goes, hello?
There's no reply from outside.
Oh, fucking hell. Fuck, I've got to open it. It's the end of the fucking episode. Caragor opens the door.
You open the door. Sitting on the floor outside is a silver tray on which rests a carafe full of sparkling bright blue liquid and 4 wine glasses. On it, there is a small card that is written, "He who drinks together dreams together." Look around. There is no sign of anyone in the corridor. And that is where we leave it for tonight.
Damn!
Fucking carafe!
Hello, a message from the front lines of the Danger Club podcast. This week's episode was made possible by our Patreons, but especially our Dangerling of the Week, whose name is Steve Geddes. Oh my goodness, thank you, Stephen. You are wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And if you want to get your name on the show, please go to patreon.com/The Danger Club Podcast. Goodbye, Stephen. Goodbye.
Oh, Dan,
Knife.
watch out. Is that your dice? Is it open?
Please stop eating my dice bag.
No, can you get...
It's not... It's...
Oh, right, okay.
There's nothing in the... That's right, there's nothing in the bag. He's just
There's
having...
dice in it because you'll swallow one.
It's because it's got my face on it. So
I
he's
see,
just
okay.
getting right up there.
So I thought that he was getting his mouth around dice and I'd have to take him to the hospital because...
It's just chewing. It's just chewing my fictional face meat, Colin. That's what he's
Kaplan,
doing.
can you fuck off? I'm trying to... You're really messing with my editing.
This relationship's taking a turn.
I love him, but Jesus. Yeah, sit there. That's all right. Sit by the bananas.
Now you've told me to do it, I will not do it.
Bloody cats. All right, sorry, where were we?